Good evening and welcome to CMU Nitty Gritty. The sorority at Colorado Mesa University, Alpha Sigma Alpha, also known as ASA, have recently accepted their new members for the year and are preparing to initiate these members in a special ceremony. I'm here with President of the Alpha Sigma Alpha, Molly Mitchell. So Molly, what struggles were involved with recruitment and Rush this year, since it was kind of your guys' first year doing it yourselves without graduates doing it?
Well, it was as to be expected. It was a little on the messy side because we were all on our own this year, but we pulled it together and it actually became very successful. We have a lot of new members and it was super fun, and it was actually turned out really great.
Good. And then are there things that you learned through this process that are going to change how you approach things next semester?
Yes.
Or next year for Rush?
Definitely. We're going to work a little bit more on organization and communication, on especially communicating with the campus on events and things like that, and just more organization within the chapter on how we're going to do events for the bid week.
And then what is your major?
I'm a nursing major.
You're a nursing major. So as a nursing major, you're probably very busy. Is it difficult to kind of balance Alpha Sigma Alpha with nursing, or?
At first it was, but we actually do have 8 core values, and one of those values is balance. And so through collaboration and help from other sisters, they actually help me with time management. I have study table hours, I have office table hours, and so with the help of the other sisters, it actually is not that big of a deal with balance.
That's good. So do you think that if people are interested in joining the sorority, then maybe they should wait until they're less busy, or is it doable?
It's doable. It's definitely difficult at first. You have to be open-minded to changing schedules, being honest with people when you can't meet, but it is doable.
Cool. And how many girls were accepted into the sorority this past Rush?
This past recruitment, it was, we got 42 new girls.
And how many actually went through Rush? Do you know?
Around 150.
150.
Came to all of our events and were interested.
And so what are the types of characteristics that you're looking for in girls to join?
ASA looks for girls of poise and purpose, so we're looking for girls who do have higher standards, who want to become leaders later on in life, who present themselves, like I said, with a higher standard, and also want to be someone that other girls look up to.
Cool. So when those 150 girls did Rush, was it kind of obvious which 42 had those, or was it hard to pick through everyone?
It was actually pretty difficult to pick through. A lot of the girls that came out were high candidates, and there were a lot of wonderful girls, and the way the voting process works is we have to meet the girls, and the girls that stand out to us the most were the girls that were super confident, who came up to us, who were willing to just jump right in, that weren't as apprehensive, or even when they were apprehensive and we talked to them, they were still very confident in what they said.
Cool. And how do you feel about the interest groups on campus?
I'm super excited. I know how it feels to start as an interest group because I was part of the interest group before it became Alpha Sigma Alpha. So I'm super proud of those girls for getting another sorority started and interested in coming to CMU. We're super supportive of it, and we're just excited that they're here.
Do you think it's going to be challenging to not be the only sorority on campus anymore?
I wouldn't think of it as a challenge. I definitely think, like I said, as an excitement, because then there's more girls that we can communicate with. There's more opportunities for all of us. So I think it's going to be more of an excitement than a challenge.
Cool. And is there a sorority house that you guys live in, or what's the housing situation?
We are in the process of determining the housing situation. The CMU campus has been very open, and I'm trying to think of the right word, very open about meeting with us and trying to get something settled. We do not have a house right now, but we are in the process of looking at dorms.
Okay, so you're going to have like a floor for just the sorority? Is that kind of the plan?
For all of Greek life. So interest groups are involved, the fraternities are involved, and so we're in the process of that.
Cool. And how do you feel about kind of the stereotypes about sororities and fraternities nationwide?
They kind of make me chuckle a little bit because I'd be lying if I say I didn't say those at one point in my life. But then I got to know these girls, and then I got into the interest group, and I realized that those stereotypes actually don't exist in real life. A lot of people think that these women are unintelligent, that they're just there to hold their coffees and Ugg boots, but they actually aren't. They're wonderful people, and we don't condone partying. We don't do any of those stereotypical things. So when people confront me and say, oh, you're a sorority girl, I would not pegged you for that. I'm like, well, what's a sorority girl?
Right. So how do you think that we can prevent that on Mesa's campus from spreading even further?
Just having the campus being a little bit more open-minded to learning a little bit more about the sororities versus just going to the stereotypical Hollywood scene of what sororities look like. And then for people just being open about what sorority life is and kind of stopping those in their tracks. Kind of like how I do when someone asks me, oh, you're a sorority girl. I would never thought of that. I'm like, well, actually, that's not true. There's no stereotypes.
Perfect. And what's your advice for any girls that are considering being a part of Alpha Sigma Alpha or any sorority for that matter in the coming years? What would be your advice to them?
Don't be afraid to reach out. We love new girls. We absolutely love meeting new people. And just don't be afraid of coming to us and talking to us. All of us, like today, are wearing all red. We're kind of easy to pick out in a crowd. Just come ask us questions. We would love to talk.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining us, Molly. This has been a pleasure. And this has been Carley Hanley with CMU-TV's Nitty Gritty.